Joining us courtesy of Vertex Pharmaceuticals, the Pain Game Plan campaign, which we'll talk about, is none other than from ESPN and obviously the longtime National Football League quarterback, Alex Smith. Good to see you, sir. How are you?
I'm doing well, Rich. Thanks for having me. Thank you.
You got it. I always look at backgrounds first. What's that trophy behind your right shoulder? What do we have right there? Yeah.
That guy?
Yeah, that guy.
Dude, that is obviously a replica of the Lombardi. That, Rich, honestly, that is the frame. It's called an external fixator. That is the frame that held my leg together for nearly a year. And when I finally got it removed, they send it home with you in a bag, and it's this expensive thing. I mean, it's like it looks medieval when I was wearing it on my leg. And my wife, as a surprise Christmas gift, turned it in to the Lombardi, got a metal worker to do it. It's like the coolest gift.
No
so yeah, that saved my leg. That thing right there, as crazy as it is.
And your wife made it into a Lombardi trophy.
She did. Yeah. It was like, what am I going to do with this thing? And she had this cool idea, got with an artist, and they did. And obviously I was never fortunate enough to actually win a Lombardi, but that one, everything that I went through and obviously what it represented for a long time for me, Rich, right? Like, I was going to lose my leg for so long, and the outcome was so bleak for so long. And then to kind of flipped it and turned it into something like the Lombardi, right? And what it represents and a positive, I think really speaks to the kind of the mental journey that I went on throughout that process and coming back.
So then I have to ask, what was the trophy presentation? How was it presented?
Christmas.
You,
it was Christmas. It was a Christmas gift, which was like fully Rich. I mean, this is like 2 years later, you know. I didn't even know. I thought it was still sitting under a pile in my closet. I didn't even know she had put this all in the works, and so it was Christmas, which is one of the coolest. I mean, maybe the coolest gift I've ever received.
So it was just under the tree. Is that what you're saying? Just under the tree?
She had it wrapped up. I actually had to open it.
No. So I'm saying, so it was a box. It was a gift under the tree.
Huh? Yeah, a gift under the tree. Yep.
Dude, that is so cool, Alex. I mean, and it looks great, and it's obviously a testament to so much. It's a testament to family. It's a testament to grit, the testament to determination. It's a reminder. It's also something that is in the shape of what it's all about. If you're a football player, it's pretty cool, man. All of it.
I'm sure it was even, in some ways cathartic for her. Maybe too much information here, Rich.
Oh, good.
You have open wounds when you wear this thing, right? Like opened, it's bolted into your bone, and you have these tensioned wires that like they're going through your leg. And so you have to have wound care. And my wife was a big part, it's my lower leg. I can't even reach it when I was in the wheelchair. So she was a big part of this process. I think when we initially got it off, I'm sure we never wanted to look at it again.
Right.
So again, to see it morphed into something like this, it just obviously very cool.
Pretty cool indeed. Alex Smith is here on the Rich Eisen Show, again, courtesy of Vertex Pharmaceuticals on this Tuesday, back on the Rich Eisen Show radio, along with our television audience. Alex Smith is here, 14 seasons in the National Football League, also part of the Disney world of which this show is part. Back here on the Rich Eisen Show. It is great to see you, Alex. And, it's kind of fitting in a way, your name attached to Aaron Rodgers through the draft, that you're joining me here on a day where it appears that Aaron Rodgers could have thrown his last pass on Monday Night Football. What's going through your mind when I bring up his name in last night's game in tandem, Alex?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, first off, insanely cool. He's still playing, right? Especially everything he's been through the last couple of years. He had a pretty significant lower leg injury himself that he was able to come back from. And I know last night's game obviously ended, pretty lopsided. But I mean, there was a point there into the fourth quarter. It was still 10-6. You're still wondering if the Steelers can make a play here or there. That all of a sudden it's a football game and they got a chance. And so, but I think again the season. When he signed with the Steelers at the beginning of the year, and you think about the expectations and what was the season going to be like for them to win that division, to host a home playoff game. Again, I just thought was a pretty cool run, especially here these last few weeks as, they beat the Ravens to get in. Who knows what the future holds? Obviously at this point, he's been playing freaking forever. But obviously it was a treat. I mean, it's one of the greatest careers of all time. He's one of the most talented quarterbacks to ever play the game. Obviously, and again, how much I think we all appreciate his, even watching him play, right? The body language, him cussing himself for his teammates. It's just, again, he's so unique in everything that he does. And so it's obviously, I think just to take note, to be grateful for it as a fan, right? Certainly a guy that I'll be forever tied to. I enjoy watching him play. He's just, again, he's one of a kind.
Yeah, and the question is how far, I guess, can the Texans go? What's your assessment of one of the most wide open playoff fields that we've seen in recent memory, Alex?
Oh, I mean, I couldn't agree with you more how wide open it is, and the Texans absolutely could win the whole thing. The Texans could be hoisting the real Lombardi.
That's right.
Their defense is that good. Their defense is that historic. Again, I think it's important sometimes to think about these things in context. Is it the best defense in football? Yes. This defense, when you start comparing it to other defenses in the last 25 years, it's up there. They're that good. And it's good enough. You saw it, 2 defensive scores last night. I don't think it's, crazy to say that they will be in every game, that they have a chance to do that in a lot of games. Their offense, again, even CJ, I know there's a bunch of plays he wants to have back with the turnovers. If they don't do that, the game's probably not very close at all. And there's no reason to say that couldn't happen every week. That recipe, it will travel. It'll go on the road. They look incredibly well coached and motivated right now. I mean, it's also scary. I know this defense almost is aware of how good they are, and I think that makes matters worse, right? That they could just take over a football game.
Why is that? What do you mean by that? I find that's an interesting
like it's
comment.
Almost like Rich. They know their power, right? Like they know how, again, it's almost like suffocating as a quarterback to play this kind of defense, right? Like every level, they're extremely talented, but it starts up front. I mean, the defensive line is just so dominant, right? And the secondary knows it, right? Like they know the ball has to come out quick. And so all of a sudden they start, they get more confident, right? They get jumpy. They take risks. And it just compounds over 4 quarters, right? Like, especially once they start making a play, it's like gas on a fire. And it's kind of what you saw last night, right? Like into the 4th quarter, they obviously just took over that football game. And so that momentum, they're just going to take that right into next week.
Yeah, against New England, and I'm thinking maybe Alex Smith here on the Rich Eisen Show. We should soak in divisional playoff round for whoever scores.
Best weekend in football.
Well, it's not just that, because it's also whoever scores the last touchdown of divisional playoff weekend. If Houston plays Denver in the AFC Championship game, and then that winner plays Seattle, we might see the last touchdown in the NFL scored on divisional playoff weekend. You know what I mean? It might come down. It might come down to field goals in the AFC Championship game and the Super Bowl. Because what you just said about the Houston defense can be said about others, and then obviously the Rams offense is potent. You take a look at what the Niners have done as the collective, the Bills with Josh Allen. Truly, you could make a statement, this team can win it all, as I mentioned before,
Oh, agreed. Totally agree. And you're exactly right. Like, I mean, we talked about the Texans defense, but Seattle with home field. I mean, again, I was lucky enough to play in that division for a lot of years. And I'm real thankful I don't ever have to go to Seattle and play quarterback again. It's a miserable experience. The 12th man thing is for real. And then you combine it with the way that defense is playing and that defensive front and how violent they are, for anybody to go up there and get a win. I mean, you're just going to have to be, it's going to take some magic, Rich. Right? You're just going to have to be perfect. You're going to have to get some things go your way, make a play here or there, whether it be kicking game or, kind of a gadget play. I think to go in there and get the win. And Broncos is kind of the same boat, right? They got a huge home field advantage, that defense. These are going to be huge feats to kind of go in there and knock off a 1 seed with a defense that's playing at that high level. Brother,
I've been around you so long, Alex Smith, that I remember a Thursday night football game on NFL Network, San Francisco at Seattle. Oh, I do. It poured so badly that we had to evacuate our television studio position on the field because water was cascading, and then the game got delayed. You just made this move because the field bubbled up.
Yeah, bubble started bubbling.
You played that game for the San Francisco 49ers. I was there. I remember, man. That was nuts.
Those are miserable football games as a quarterback, Rich. Those
and
are
the host,
miserable
and a TV
games.
host too, Alex.
Miserable. Like it's funny. Like when that happens again, it's just like down. It's like a monsoon. Like there's nothing you can't prepare for that as a quarterback, right? And like every other player is reduced to like a 7-year-old, right? It's just kind of this fun, magical moment. And as a quarterback who has to ball handle every single play, like taking the snap is just like the most anxiety. Handing the ball off. It's just terrible.
Yeah,
terrible.
See, I remember that. You said I don't.
Somehow we won. We won. I do remember that.
You do. I know, and I'll never forget because the storm came back, and we were taking off for our Saturday game. I don't know where the hell it was. It's somewhere on the East Coast, and we were getting out just before the whole
they shut it
airport shut down. Yeah.
Yep.
You remember?
I remember that.
See,
and I think they were like out of power for a few days. You'd have been stuck there.
Man, it was insane. All right, tell me about the Pain Game Plan campaign, Alex. I know this is near and dear to you. Go for it.
Yeah, this is like it is something that's very close to home. Like I think my orthopedic journey back from my leg injury is obviously well documented, but there's a side of it that I think is really forgotten about. And even when I was going through it, right, like this idea of pain management, right? Like I lived with this thing bolted into my leg for a year. And when I left the hospital, grocery bags full of, prescription drugs. And I go home with a rescue med, Rich, because there's a chance I can OD from some of these drugs that they prescribed me, right? And these are conversations you have with your doctor that they just don't happen, right? There's a stigma around pain management in this country, and for good reason. And so excited to partner with Vertex really about anybody. Listen, pain is universal. Injuries are universal. They're a part of life, whether they be surgeries or what have you. And really trying to empower people to have these conversations, right? Get with your doctor. There are more options out there than you think, especially non-opiate options. And really just trying to advocate for this idea of pain management. Again, so many times it's an afterthought. You're scared to ask questions as a patient, right? Like what's appropriate, what's not. For anybody out there that's going through it, they want some information, go to paingameplan.com. There's a ton of information on there for anybody, whether it be you or a loved one. Again, just trying to advocate for people to have these conversations, see what the options are that are out there.
Paingameplan.com. All right, so take your shot. The Final Four in both conferences. Who makes the Super Bowl and wins it? And former place of business for you, Alex.
We have to do this. This. I'm sure you did at the beginning of the year. You got to pick.
Oh, I've whiffed every time.
Right.
Don't worry
same
about
with
it.
me.
Yeah,
same with
every
me.
time. Yeah. Uh-huh.
I did pick. You end up falling into these mainstream picks, right? It's Ravens, Eagles, right? Based off last year.
I did Chiefs, Lions. How'd that work out for me, Alex?
Exactly. That's same as mine.
Mm-hmm.
But I did pick a dark horse pick.
Okay.
Because it was one that I'm was too scared to actually toe the line on. Yes. And my dark horse pick, Rich, was Rams Texans.
Okay.
And so,
let's stick with it.
Don't know if that is still going to come, but I'm part of me is it's got a chance.
Okay. You're saying it's got a chance. It sounds like you need a pain game plan to make your picks too. You need a pick game plan.
But obviously having been a homer, I live here in the Bay Area. I played for the Niners for nearly a decade. What a run. If they could do this, it would be amazing. Magical.
For sure. That would be for them to play. That's how the Rams won it all too, is to win it in their own stadium. The Bucs did it. So that would be remarkably the third time this decade that it would happen after it hardly ever happening. Alex, I appreciate it. Appreciate the time. PainGamePlan.com for more. And this is only mimicking what's happening in the college football world as a Michigan man in need reaches out to Utah for help.
I was just going to say, I was going to leave you with next time we'll have to talk about Witt.
Not next time. I need it now. He looks to me like this appears to be a godsend for me, Alex, to be honest with you. I love
him. I've known Kyle since I was 18 years old, Rich. He is a stud of studs. You guys got a real one. Listen, I love him. I love him. I think he's one of the best coaches in college football. And then I know a bunch of the staff, they're going to Michigan, obviously Jay Hill, I've known forever as well. And so excited for him. Excited. What is it? The maize and the blue.
The maize and blue. It's okay.
I got to learn these things. I got to learn them.
I had him on the show last week. I walked him through the victors. I told him how he cannot be friends with Urban anymore. It's too bad that relationship's got to end. But then he went on his podcast.
Sacrifices.
But it's all good. Listen, but in all seriousness, how do you think he's going to help Bryce Underwood? Like you would know how he would coach up a young quarterback. What do you think on that front, Alex?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I think the great thing, I mean, Kyle is a defensive guy, right? Like that defense is going to be so stout and tough and play a brand of football. I love the offensive coordinator that he brought with him, Beck, from Utah. That offense, I think, pairs perfectly with it. But listen, again, like Kyle's been coaching, 20 years, right? He's had a lot of quarterbacks. He's been around a bunch of guys. And so I think that to just kind of have that foundation there. And then I think to have the stability, to be honest, Rich, like Kyle's just so stable week in and week out, not having the highs and lows. You're not riding the roller coaster, right? Like being a guy that's able to see the big picture. I think that we'll be able to get, whether it comes from him or not, we'll be able to get, Bryce any and all information, things that he needs to reach his potential.
Alex, appreciate the time, man. It's so great to see you. I hope to see you at the Super Bowl. I imagine you'll be up there.
Yeah, same. Right? Yeah, I will be here.
I'll look for you because, again, we go way back. I interviewed you when you were a prospect on the NFL Total Access set that no longer exists. That's how long we go back. So anytime that you want to go on a tour or appear on this show, you've got a spot with me, as you know.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much.
Best to your wife and family. That's Alex Smith, Vertex Pharmaceuticals, PainGamePlan.com. Hey, you made it all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Check us out every single day streaming live on Disney Plus and the ESPN app 12 to 3 Eastern.